Well, we have to move on, and then mainstream party political news is what we're bringing to you. Now, the governing New Patriotic Party is promising to provide loans for rent, a new airport and a harbour in the central region, and also remove import duties on sanitary pads if the party is given a second term in office this December. Now, during the party's manifesto at the University of Cape Coast over the weekend, President Akufo-Addo said Ghana is thriving under his government. The president also said the NPP has accomplished more in 3.5 years than the NDC did in 8 years. There's more in this NewsDesk report.
I have decided to follow Nana. I have decided for free SHS. I have decided for 1D, 1F. No turning back, no turning back.
The packed auditorium of NPP supporters, as well as national executives, members of parliament, ministers, and CEOs of state institutions. They all thronged the University of Cape Coast to witness the launch of the party's manifesto, themed Leadership of Service, Protecting Our Progress, Transforming Ghana for All. The governing NPP says the launch of the manifesto is to afford the electorate a chance to appreciate the gains chalked under the Akufo-Addo administration. Earlier, the General Secretary of the party said the NDC is waiting to steal ideas from their manifesto. One after the other, speakers who mounted the podium highlighted what they described as major achievements of the NPP in the various sectors from health, education, infrastructure, and the economy. They left no stone unturned as they repeatedly compared what they have done to what the NDC administration did. Here is Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia with highlights of the manifesto and an unending appeal to Ghanaians to extend the party's mandate for the next 4 years.
For the people of Cape Coast, I have good news for you. We are building a new harbour in Cape Coast and a new airport in Cape Coast. Except teacher and nursing trainees who will be on allowances. But all tertiary students will now be able to get the option to obtain a student loan without the requirement of a guarantor. We will eliminate import duties on sanitary pads to improve health conditions, particularly for girls. The government has decided to come in and bridge this market failure by setting up a national rental assistance scheme. And under this scheme, if you have a job and we can deduct regularly from your income, under this scheme, the National Rent Assistance Scheme will give you a loan to pay your rent allowance. But we are paying this not to you, but to the landlord.
For the energy sector, Deputy Minister Dr. Amin Adams argued that if the COVID-19 pandemic had occurred under the erstwhile Bahama government, the former president could not have provided free electricity as is being done.
Our president has again demonstrated unparalleled dedication to protecting the welfare of Ghanaians during this painful COVID-19 period, and has provided yet another relief package of free electricity to all lifeline customers and 50% reduction to all others. Fellow Ghanaians, as you continue to enjoy the electricity relief, remember that it takes a caring leader to show empathy to his fellow citizens in times of crisis, notwithstanding the cost. This could not have been possible under the John Mahama economy.
Deputy Finance Minister Abana Osayasari says the NPP has saved 40 million Ghanaians from losing their investment owing to government intervention in the finance and banking sector.
Clearly, all sectors of the Ghanaian economy have benefited from the 16 policy initiatives put in place by this government, leading to manifest results. Our banking industry, for instance, was on the verge of collapse. We have fixed it. We have saved 40 million Ghanaians from losing their investment. Some, even with the aid of hindsight, have suggested what only they could describe as a common sense approach, that we should have given money to the banks to make their shareholders happy. What the Bible describes as putting new wine in old wineskins. Well, Mr. Mahama, you did exactly that over and over again. And what was the result? We were concerned with saving the whole industry rather than pleasing the same people who supervise the near collapse of the industry.
On health, Deputy Health Minister Bernard Okoboy focused on government management of the COVID-19 pandemic.
We have done well as a people against the novel coronavirus, albeit ought to be cautious and wear a mask. Thanks to the razor-sharp Akufo-Addo leadership, a revamped, resilient economy, comprehensive, coordinated response plan, and a willing and motivated cadre of health personnel. The pre-COVID testament for the health sector had at its core the subject of jobs. Indeed, the theme for the 2016 manifesto was change, an agenda for jobs. And it came to pass that 90,696 health personnel were recruited in the first term of the Akufo-Addo government.